Hi, hi dear followers. I am Mr. Ngom and I am a teacher of English at Passy High School. Welcome to my YouTube channel Ibrahima Ngom Attitude and welcome to the ESL teacher training sessions. In this session we will have 4 videos. The first video will be about the 10 key elements of a lesson plan. The second video will be about the PPP lesson planning flow. Video number 3 will be about the 3 lesson plan phases, and the last video, number 4, will be about lesson plan formats. So let's get going. Video number 1 is about the 10 key elements of a lesson plan. So I have chosen for you, and in my opinion, what are the most important key elements or the key components of a good lesson plan. And it's my opinion. If you don't agree with me, feel free to write in the comments what your 10 key elements are. What is a lesson plan? It's very important to plan a lesson. A lesson plan is a teacher's daily guide for what students need to learn, how it will be taught, and how learning will be measured, assessed. What is required for a lesson plan? So here are my 10 components, the key components of a good lesson plan. The first one is objectives. Number 2, timing. Number 3, prior knowledge. Number 4, standards. Number 5, materials. Number 6, activities. Number 7, sequencing. Number 8, differentiation. Number 9, cross-curriculum. And number 10, assessment. So here are the 10 elements we are going to discuss in this video one by one. So stay with me till the end. Number 1, objectives. When planning a lesson, bear in mind that you must set some objectives. Each lesson has objectives. So, and ask yourself the following questions. Are my objectives reasonable? Are my objectives doable? Are they observable or measurable? In short, you have to be very smart in designing objectives. Smart meaning specific objectives, measurable objectives, achievable objectives, result focus, and time-bound objectives. Number 2, the timing. First of all, you have to be very flexible in designing teachers' and students' activities. Because in a teaching learning process, teacher has activities and students also have their own activities. So you have to set your time accordingly, and once again, you must be very flexible. So timing is very important in designing a lesson plan. Number 3, prior knowledge. Prior knowledge is a prerequisite, is the knowledge students need to tackle a new lesson. For example, you want to teach the passive voice, but your student have not yet learned tenses. It will be very difficult. So you need prior knowledge of tenses before tackling the passive voice. Okay? So you have to activate students' prior knowledge to tackle a new lesson. What is prerequisite? Prerequisite, also called prereqs, are the background knowledge of students. There are specific courses that students need to take before they take higher level courses. Prerequisites, prior knowledge. Number 4, the standards. Very important. National syllabus is a national one, not a regional one, not your syllabus. So when teaching a lesson, when designing a lesson plan, think about what is happening in the other areas of the country. When teaching in Dakar, you must teach lessons that are also taught in Ziguinchor, that are also taught in Saint Louis, in Thiès, in everywhere in Senegal. So you have to be, you have to harmonize with other teachers, because your students are going to sit the same national exam as the other students in the other regions. So you have to design your lesson plan focusing regarding the standards. Material, very important. Each lesson plan has a set of material you need. The material you need depend on where you are teaching, what you are teaching, and how you are teaching. Look at these teachers. In picture number 1, what does this teacher need to teach these students? Picture number 2, what does this teacher need in his class? And look at picture number 3 and number 4. So teachers need specific material in their teaching. And another very important image I like, I am here, here behind, here is Mr. Duffy, and here we are having a class with Mr. Macham Cham on the ferry between Dakar and Gore in the ocean. So Mr. Cham has no board, no chalk, no pen, no realia, and he is teaching. What does he need in this situation? Is a material. So in material, teacher may need books, handouts, new technology like computers, OHP, internet connection, everything you need, audiovisual aids, realias, board, chalk, etc. So here is the material someone may need to have a good lesson. So when planning a lesson, think about the material you need. Activities are also very important. Activities. So design listening activities if you need them, speaking activities also, reading activities, and writing activities. True or false questions are very important. Question answer also, matching, gap filling, close tests, paragraph completion, and many other activities you may need, to plan when doing your lesson plan. Number 7, sequencing. What is sequencing? Sequencing is organizing your course, organizing your lesson. What will come first? What will come next? So the logical and meaningful way of organizing your class, your lesson. What will happen first? How to organize activities, the order in which they will happen, and the transitions between activities. So these are very important in a lesson plan. Sequencing. So sequencing helps the teacher from teacher direct guidance to students full independence. So at the beginning, the teacher may guide student in the activities. The teacher may guide student, direct guidance, and at the end, when the lesson is okay, students must be fully independent in doing their activities. So from teacher direct guidance to learners full independence in activity doing. Number 8, differentiation is very important. You are teaching a mixed ability class. All the students matter. All the students matter. The best student, the good student, the weak student, all of them matter in your teaching. So when doing activities, bear in mind that you have a mixed ability group. So you have to vary the students' activity in your class because you have a variety of students in your class. So some students may need extra help, whereas others need to be more challenged. You have to balance the interactions between students depending on their ability. Think about activities and interactions that fit all your students' level of understanding. Your students' learning style, it matters also. Cross-curriculum, what does it mean? Your students are learning other subjects. You are a teacher of English, but your students are learning geography, mathematics, history, other languages, philosophy. Which of these elements of this subject can I use in my English language class? So ask yourself, the lesson I am going to teach tomorrow or next week, do I need some elements of another subject in this lesson? This is called cross-curriculum. You can even invite a teacher of science in your class, in your English class. You can invite a teacher of biology, a teacher of chemistry, of mathematics, a teacher of Spanish or Arabic in your English class to help your student better understand. So this is cross curriculum. And I advise you not to teach the syllabus, but teach the students. So, are you teaching English or teaching in English? Our job is to teach students any kind of knowledge in English. So, teach the students, not the subjects. The focus in teaching is not on the subject. The focus is on the student. What students need. What students need in their real life. What students need to be good citizens. It's not the subject. It is the students. Okay? Think about using students' knowledge from other subjects. It's very important. This is called cross-curriculum. And the last one is assessment. Are my objectives met? At the end of the lesson, you have to think about, you have to leave a space on your lesson plan where you have to assess your teaching. And in assessing your teaching, you assess your students' learning, but you also assess your teaching methods. Design activities to assess. For example, you can have for students activities such as asking questions, quizzes, drills, writing assignments, role playing, etc. And for yourself also, as a teacher, you have to design, reflect on the teaching method. Was it good? The positive and negative parts of your teaching, what worked and what did not work. Coming next, lesson planning. Number 2, we are going to see the PPP lesson planning flow. It will be very important. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Ibrahima Ngom Attitude on YouTube. You won't miss any video, inshallah. So thank you very much for watching, dear colleagues. It was Mr. Ngom from Passy High School. Thank you. Next time.